Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6 with me, FalseSymmetry, and today we are at the top of, well, definitely the tallest thing in the medieval district, and definitely the tallest thing within sight as well. I think probably Concorp is the closest, that or perhaps, I don't know if the war area, perhaps the tower is taller than this, but this place is... well, it's kind of misty down there. I don't know what my render distance is at, but apparently it makes this thing look even taller. But guys, I've actually done a bit of tweaking on live stream of the cathedral roof, as you can see, and we've added a little bit more detail because, well, the contrast between how plain the roof looked and how detailed the rest of it looked, the walls and the windows and the doorways and things, was a little bit too much for my liking, so we've added the detail and I think it looks good. But let me know what you think down below. There was no other better block to put with the red to combine it. Red concrete was a little bit too dark. This one is a little bit too bright, but it's the best option we had. I was thinking bricks could have worked, but I mean bricks in a roof doesn't really make sense. And yeah, really liking how this looks now. It does, however, need a lot more work to it. Now, the inside and stuff like that I'm probably going to get on with off camera, but what I do want to do on camera is work on this very front bit here. I want to start really pushing the work in the medieval district to at least get it to a stage where, I mean, there'll still be patches of empty space, but we can start filling some of that area with some more buildings, some more trees, you know, very simple stuff that is just going to make this sort of district match the rest, because as you can see from up above, if we fly up, it is probably one of the most empty. There are a lot of spots around here that are just empty, around the back as well, and yeah, I just really want to sort of make it feel a little bit more connected to each other. So my plan for today is to work on the courtyard first, and then depending on how much time we have left, to perhaps work on expanding the rest. And I also want to have another shot at Green's Elytra course, so if none of this interests you, definitely stick around for that part at least, because, well, Cubfan has definitely changed some of the bamboos. I don't know if we can see them from over here, but basically some of the hoops where there are bamboos, these sort of hoops, like through there, he's removed some of the bamboo that was in the way. So basically what I've done is decided that I want to do it again so that I can have a sort of a fair chance with anyone else that does it from now on. Anyway, courtyard. So the plan here is to use a variety of blocks. I'm thinking I want to use some polished granite, I want to use some cobblestone, I want to use some andesite, possibly even polished andesite, maybe even some stone. And I want to make sort of a very random, possibly a little bit broken up pattern. So I think first and foremost, we actually probably need to get some, the polished granite. So I'm thinking I want to use the polished granite as sort of a border block. So I'm going to use it here. And I mean, yes, it's going to be bringing in a whole new colour, but I think ultimately it is just going to make it pop that little bit more. I didn't really want to bring in granite. It's not my most favourite block in the world. In fact, I'm sure some of you guys absolutely hate it. But I think it's just going to bring that pop of colour that we need. We're also going to be using it for the path. So there's going to be a different path here for like sort of walking up. And then there's going to be different blocks sort of here. Maybe quite similar, but also a little bit different. Perhaps more cobblestone there because the staircase sort of matches. And then also the build matches the cobblestone. There's an awful lot of cobblestone going on. And then this sort of more stone to bring out sort of the stone brick and the more plain textured blocks, because, well, there is a lot of cobblestone, as you guys have pointed out in the build. So let me do a little bit of the polished granite border, and I'll come back to you guys when I am ready to roll with filling it in. So the border is placed all the way around, and you can sort of see the shape we're going with. It's big enough that it sort of gives this a bit more of a sort of foundation feel. It feels a little bit more solid. It isn't just built on random bits of grass. It actually feels like it's built on like sort of a solid piece of land, which is awesome. Although there will be sort of areas where the grass sort of just covers it over. So I think from this angle at least, you'll be able to sort of tell it's a bit more solid. But before I start filling this area in, I actually really want to put like some sort of like, how do I put it? Some sort of like tree, I guess, or some sort of like fountain. People have told me before as well. So I think what I want to do is figure out a circle. This is my go-to circle, the 3, 2, 1 circle, I call it. And I think this might work. Actually, it's perfect. Perfect size, in fact. Is that going to look good? Yeah, that's going to look sweet. Imagine sort of a raised grass area within that circle. That, yeah, that can be, with, you know, have a tree or a fountain or something. We'll fill it in with the grass in a second. But then what we can do is put like a raised area around this, because what we're going to be doing in a second is filling in this area with sort of stone and stuff like that. So let me quickly do this, and then we'll start filling in the larger areas. So whilst I've been filling that in, I've been thinking that I want to make this mostly stone to sort of counteract the detail, like I mentioned earlier, and probably mix in a little bit of cobblestone so it does still match the cathedral, because of course the granite is the one thing that is going to stand out a whole bunch. So what we're going to do is fill it in with stone, because obviously the way to do this, or at least how I do it, is I fill in the block that I want the most, like this, in a very sort of random pattern, so you sort of end up with these weird shapes. Sometimes you'll still want to like add, you know, gaps and stuff. But basically, it's pretty easy to just be like, boom, boom, let's place that there, let's place this there, maybe do a little bit of one of these, a little bit of one of these, and just do this. And this is like the most simple, yeah, I think effective like way of doing sort of detailed floor. I really like it, how it turns out usually, and yeah, it just done. Like, you know, it's so simple, it's so good, and the fact that it's nice and easy to just do, and hopefully when we finish it, it'll look really good. It's just a really nice way to finish off a build. If you haven't already if you've got a big build like this, and you haven't sort of got like a courtyard or something around it like that, it's a really easy thing to make. Just a big slab of land. You don't even need this circle in it. Because, you know, if you think about it, courtyards are a big thing, or especially in Europe around big cathedrals and stuff. There's always this big open area in front of them. I know that the I forgot how to say that word. But basically, the big cathedral in Milan is basically, yeah, a massive courtyard, like an absolutely huge courtyard in front of it. And that's all there is. That's all there is. And then surrounding that, there are like buildings and stuff like that. So that is the plan here. Let me finish up this, and we'll also do the cobblestone path too, both front and back of the building. And then we can hopefully get on with some more exciting stuff, like the tree and stuff like that. Got a little bit carried away and started work on the tree real quick. And I've built it very similar to how I built the sort of trunks back at my base, although this one isn't going to have any branches coming off of it. Of course, add a little bit of greenery around, because we're going to be sort of matching the greenery here to these bits as well. So I wanted to feel a little bit more overgrown. In fact, actually, I've just thought, do I have any grass blocks? I hope so, I do, because it might be really nice as well, just to make this feel a little bit sort of maybe not as like yeah, maybe a little bit more like lived in slash abandoned, possibly. Maybe there, by where these leaves are, perhaps. This might be a good spot. Let's add a couple like there. Let's add one here. Let's add a couple like here. And we can bone meal those and add a bit of, have a little bit of sort of grass growing. I also might add a little bit of grass in some of the corners up on the roof. Just add a little bit of pop of green in the roof as well. You guys know that I like to add sort of details like that. We're also going to mess around with lanterns as well in this area, get rid of some of the torches and do some of that stuff. But anyway, tree time. It's tree time. Let's get on with the tree. Stop faffing about with other stuff. Have I got any scaffolding? I do. Perfect. Because I need to get on top of this tree. That's what I need to do ASAP. So I can start building this thing. Let's go up a little bit more there. And if I can hopefully get on top, that would be great. Okay, there we go. So that is there. So my plan here is to literally start perhaps about here. So I had to measure that real quick. I want it to be like 9 blocks up, and I couldn't figure out where that was. So I'm going to start making a bit of a shape here. And we're going to start like bringing it out further and further. So yeah, it's going to start here. I'm going to have to make some holes in this as well. But what I'm thinking is sort of like an oval shape. Okay, longer this width than this width. I really wanted to just fit this area really, really nicely, but also not be completely circular. But I want it to be sort of the classic tree. You think of a big lump of leaves on top of sort of some bark, right? So I think that's my plan here. So wish me luck. I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time probably placing leaves. I'm going to try and do it in a bit more of a random fashion, and then maybe figure out how to prune it to make it sort of fit the shape I want. But yeah, hopefully it's going to work. I guess we're going to sort of make it about that tall. So I'm going to keep building this thing up until it's the right shape for what I want. And right now it's looking a bit too much like a ball. So I need to definitely make it more oval shaped. Alrighty then, I'm happy with that. I think that looks sweet. We do, I think, need to add some other stuff. I've just thought right now that I really, really want a... That's probably not good. That's not something I've experienced yet. Did they just spawn just out of nowhere? Have you seen me? Can you shoot me? They're all just staring at me. You guys okay? You alright? You're making noises. Oh! Okay. Might be bad. Might be bad. That's it. Shoot each other. Yeah! Shoot each other! Take it! Take that! Aha! And you! And you! I don't even have the OP armor yet, and I'm taking you all on! You're all dead! You're all dead! You're all dead! Stuff you in your crossbows! Put them somewhere else! Yeah, exactly! And you as well, Mr. Vindicator Man! Oh my goodness, he's gonna kill me! Ah! Oh no, I was being way too cocky there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, where did he go? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, he's over there now, okay. Maybe we'll leave him. What about the guy with the banner though? Shall we kill him? Do we get the banner back? I think we do. Let's attack him from the sky. Take that. Yeah, what does that mean? Kill a raid captain, maybe consider staying away from villages for the time being. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not going to be going anywhere near any villages. In fact, does that mean there was a village here at some point? I don't know how this raid thing works. Oh, quick! Oh my goodness. Oh, dude, oh, ominous banner, sweet. Dude, yeah, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness, that's my first little raid thing I've attacked, I think. I forgot that they can spawn anywhere, right? Can they spawn anywhere? Did I just hear another noise? Or am I hearing things now? I'm hearing like, No, I can't hear anything now. Good, right, they should be gone. Sweet, anyway, before I got distracted, I was literally about to place some of these. Here. And here. Oh, look at that, dude. Lanterns look so good. It's so sweet. I want to put one underneath the tree because the tree's quite dark underneath. And it feels like, you know, the place that someone would leave a lantern. We might need some sort of lights up here at some point. Maybe carpet might be a good idea. Or maybe we'll just keep it dark. I don't really know. We might have to fiddle around with possibly the lighting at some point. But I know that Iskall probably doesn't want it dark right now. But anyway, let's chuck those things away. Oh, and the last thing I was going to do with this tree was actually maybe put some birch leaves inside. So what I'm going to do is, I think, go up here and just replace. Like, straight up just replace. Just go bam, 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 bam. Anything I get rid of, I just straight up replace it because I'm happy with the shape at the moment. And just sort of, you know, in a sort of patchworky, like, way, just replace some of the leaves. It'll just bring in a little bit more darkness, a little bit more like, you know, the tree's been here for a while, it's a little bit older, you know, it's sort of got some leaves that are a little bit dead. And yeah, I guess that there's not particularly any time of year that we're trying to recreate here, but I guess it could be very fall, autumn sort of themed, with the leaves getting a little bit dark and grey, and obviously you can't have orange leaves in Minecraft, so I guess this is our next best thing. So I've gone ahead and planted the area up a little bit, added some trees there, added some trees along here, and I think it really, really adds something, fills the area up a whole bunch more, and looks quite natural. Doesn't look like pretty crazy or anything. I didn't really want to go with custom trees because It'll just take me so long. I'm doing custom trees at my own base. I'm good. So I'm good with just those. But if people can, you know, totally take down these trees and build in those spaces if they want. But I do like the fact that that side and that side both have sort of a sort of tree lined with little paths going along the side, and that's sort of it. I really, really like that. So, and there's also plenty more room in the whole district to build anyway. So I'm not sure that those are necessarily prime locations next to this giant thing. Anyway, really, really happy with how that's looking. Look at that. Spectacular. The bright green and the bright red and then the blue sky. Beautiful. Anyway, I actually really, really want to now move on to my next project, which is going to be something that I'm probably going to time-lapse or something like that, because it's going to be very, very similar to this house here. So this, I believe, is Welsknight's starter house. Now, I really, really like it. It's not a style that I've necessarily built in before, like with all of the logs. Like, there's an awful lot. It's basically made out of logs. And I don't think I've ever made a build out of logs before, just logs. So I really, really want to try and build some variations on this house here. I think I'm going to build one in this section here, one in this section, maybe one over there. Or one over there, not really sure yet, but basically I've set out these sort of squares, and I really have wanted, I said this when I built the cathedral, I wanted it to feel like there's this town around it, and then the cathedral in the centre, like sort of as the sort of, I don't know, like the town centre area. I'm going to have a graveyard at the back there I've claimed an area for, although I think now that the path goes into it, I'm going to have the entrance here, and then I might have to chop something down or do something with this. I'm not really sure what my plan is, but basically, I'm thinking graveyard at the back. Maybe even more here and here, and then a little bit up on the hill. Don't know yet. And then maybe surround it with trees. Think that'll work. Sort of an overgrown graveyard will look sweet with some tombs and stuff. And then, yeah, these houses out the front, I think will work really, really nicely. And also, yeah, it just fill the area up a little bit more. And then, of course, we've got the marketplace idea. That's where the nether portal is. So I'm thinking we should probably build some sort of cave at some point. And then there's so much more room everywhere that people can build in if they want to. I know that Welsknight's back. He might fancy building another medieval house. Who knows? But I'm sure he won't mind me sort of recreating sort of similar houses to this so that his doesn't look so alone. It looks so alone. Ah, bless. Let's build it a friend. And with that, let's roll that time lapse. Show you what I've done behind me. We're actually going to start heading on over. In fact, I need to put some stuff away. Although I can't turn around because otherwise you're going to get spoilers of what I've built. But I'm going to take a quick little break from building, come back to it and show you guys. But we need to do a Green's Elytra course. So let's head on over there and fingers crossed don't crash. That'd be really bad. In fact, let me actually set my spawn over there. That's probably a good idea while it's nighttime if we can. Well, you guys know how this works. I put all of my stuff that I don't need in here. We take maybe 16 food, we take maybe 3 stacks of rockets perhaps, and we basically try and do this course as fast as possible. First hole there, second hole there, etc, etc. I get to time it, so last minute I got 2 minutes 10 seconds, and then you get penalty points. I got 9 of those, which basically meant I hit something. So the aim is to basically get a quick time. If I hit things, I'm actually not too worried about that. I feel like that's quite a small number. The minutes are where it's at. So I'm going to try and do speed, but not worry too much about the penalty points. I've actually only just noticed as well, I've got the bad omen effect still. How long do I have that for? I've been building for like over an hour, maybe 2 hours even, and that's still there? Ooh, I better not go anywhere near some sort of thing then. Oh, actually, that's the first one. My bad. Maybe I've missed that one at some point. People might be right, actually. I forgot that one. But anyway, that probably doesn't change much with the time. Anyway, so I'm going to pay 1 diamond, because apparently you guys complained that I didn't show it on camera that I paid 1 diamond last time. I did don't trust me, I paid 1 diamond per run. Yeah, hopefully he hasn't changed the course, because I haven't practice run for a while. So let me get myself ready and prepared, and then we're going to take it on. Okay, I'm doing better than I did previously, I think, at this point, but this is the easier part. Definitely going to die, definitely going to die. I need to eat here. Okay. Oh, but... well, that didn't help, did it? Right, turn number 2. Let's get going. Just slept. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to concentrate this time a little bit harder. Oh. That was good, that was good, that was good, that was good. Problem is, it can go really well at the start, and it's always that bit that I get stuck on. And the second half of the course I'm not that practiced in, so I don't know it that well. Oh, that was really good, that was a really good way of doing it there. That hit actually really helped me. I've just nearly missed one. Not a good idea. Spam the rockets. Don't think I missed one there, hopefully not. Take it smooth around here, so that I don't die. Oh, but I missed that one, Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad one to miss. And I'm hitting things as well, losing time. It's a good practice round though, this one. Good practice round so far. Happy with it. It might even be quicker still than my previous one. That's okay. Oh, nearly fell then. Okay, let's not hit things if we can help it. The more damage we take, the more hunger points we lose. Okay. Gonna get down here, get up there, get through there, and go straight for this. Wait, what? Me hitting vines, I guess that counted, right? Dang it, vines! Oh. Okay, let's go. Oh, lag! No, lag! No, lag! No! I'm gonna go through that one backwards. Lag, why? Why lag? Why lag? No! Lag ruined my run! It was okay! It wasn't the most awful thing. Look at how bad the server loading is! Ah! I'm blaming all of that. It's all that fault. Wait, where is the... okay, there we go. Oh, okay, well, I guess I'll have a look at how quick that was, but my goodness, the server did not like me very much there. Well, there we have it, guys. 2 minutes, 1 second, so almost underneath 2 minutes, which is perfect. That's 9 seconds quicker than we did previously, plus 12 penalty points, which is, I think, 3 more than we had previously. So, I mean, it's not too bad. Better total time, which is great. So I put that up there, and there we go. Anyway, I have completely run out of time for this episode, but not without showing you guys what we have so far. This is what the back of it looks like, this is what the side path looks like, and if I look down from here, we can see there's 2 more extra buildings. I might add even maybe 2 more. Obviously these are very bare bones at the moment. This one has a balcony but has no floors, and this one just has nothing inside either. But I really like how they look. I like how it feels sort of walking down here towards the cathedral or away from it. You sort of feel like you're going from the town to the cathedral and vice versa. It's going to be really cool once I sort of add some more gardening aspects around this and stuff like that. And it was really nice to sort of, in a weird way, collaborate with Welsknight, using his sort of design to make a bit more of a village going on. And yeah, it's going to be really fun to build this. I'm going to do a lot of the interiors and building on this on live stream, which if you guys don't follow me, I'm live over on twitch.tv/FalseSymmetry, Wednesdays through Sundays, not always on Fridays, so Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays and Sundays, British time. 4 PM BST or 6 PM BST, depending on if it's the weekend or weekday. But guys, the link is down below. You guys know how the internet works. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already. I've run out of time, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. See ya!
When Stanley approached the end of the video, he clicked the subscribe button.